Hey guys, it's Miss Trying to Figure It All Out. Today is Sunday. It is Memorial Day weekend, and yes, it's time for a little dress up playtime. So, you guys, I hope you're doing well. It is, as I said, Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully, you guys are going to be off for the holiday. Not everyone's off, so yeah, you're lucky if you are. I'm off, and I'm excited to be off. I'm gonna cook a small dinner. This is the typical stuff: burgers and hot dogs and potato salad and baked beans and corn on the cob, and probably just have some chips or something like that. So yeah, nothing over the top. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little dress up playtime, and I'm gonna be doing a look with. It's like one of those shredded tops. It's a long sleeve red top. And it's a crop top, but I have a really short torso, you know. Like I always joke and say about my not having a waist. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and um, try to pair this with some jeans that are, they're not really bell bottom, but they're wide leg. Um, Jeans and yeah, some cute accessories. So we'll see. But first, I think I need to hit the shower. So you guys, I went ahead and got a shower and got it together a little bit. But yeah, it's about 10 o'clock. It's early for me still. Even though I have to say I have been going to bed like at a more normal hour and getting up earlier and earlier. I love that. And another good thing is that I, my blood pressure, y'all, I have hypertension. My blood pressure has been so good that I have not needed my blood pressure medication. I almost, like when I got up this morning, I almost took it without checking my blood pressure. And I am so glad that I didn't, or I would have really not been feeling well because it was already very good and it was lower than 120 over 80. It was great. So I think it was like 116 over 76. I was very pleased with that. um, and it's crazy. It kind of, I was like, what? Because last night, me and a friend of mine had went and got was it Casano's? A Casano's pizza and a veggie pizza. And Casano's, I don't know if you guys have Casano's pizza where you live, but Casano's puts salt on the bottom of the crust. And it's a really, I mean, not just a little bit of salt. It's there. And it feels coarse. So like you feel it and you taste it. But that's actually one of the things I kind of like about the pizza. So I was really surprised when I saw that my blood pressure was good because before I took it, I was like, oh. But yeah, that pizza was really good. I'm gonna get my accessories together, and I went ahead and put some nude polish on my nails and toes. And I think I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and put my top on so I don't mess it up with my makeup, but I don't know. We'll see. My hair is different once again. Y'all know I cannot help myself. So um, I'm going to go ahead first and get my face together and then go ahead and do my hair. But before I do that, because while I'm getting ready for the rest of the video, I'll just play a little bit of music. But I'll have to tell you guys that a couple things are going on. So the first thing is that Nato was here. Like, I'm like, what in the world? And so I had not been watching the news, apparently. Apparently, I hadn't watched the news in like a month. Because when I first, like, I was driving to work and I'm going through downtown and I see like the you know how like when there's construction and there's the sign that's lit up that'll tell you, like, lane closed or whatever. Well, it was a sign like that, but it said for questions about NATO, and then it had a phone number. And when I first saw it, I wasn't thinking anything. It was like, that's weird. I was actually thinking in my head, like, oh, it must be in some other organization that's called NATO. And so then I was going further through downtown, and I saw where Riverscape was, it's completely closed off. Like, you can't even go down that street, and you cannot access Riverscape at all. And there were like police like nestled in little alleyways, nestled in driveways. And I was like, what are these police doing in the city? Like, what is going on? So with Riverscape, I was like, okay, well, maybe they're doing some kind of construction or, something like that. But then I was like, this is just too weird to have the police down there like 24/7, because they were there when I went to work, and then there were police when I got off work. So I'm like, this is just strange. So I was talking to a friend of mine and I'm asking him, like, why is Riverscape closed? And he was like, oh, it's because NATO. I was like, what? He was like, NATO is here. I was like, why? It's going to be, there's a lot of security and all that kind of stuff. And I kept seeing, like, and everything started to click then. I kept seeing, like, all white, um, newer, very new Suburbans, blacked out windows, and just flying through downtown. And it was too much of a coincidence that they were all like identical. So I was like, what on earth? So yeah, NATO was here, I guess, meeting and coming to see some of the historical sites. So I thought it was a little strange. I was like, because there's not much here to see. And I don't mean to sound, I don't mean to make it sound bad, but something that big, I just wouldn't think that they would come here to see the sites that we have. I mean, of course, we have our Air Force Base, but I just thought it was, I felt like this was a strange meeting place. So I'm like, maybe there's more to it than that, but I don't know. It was weird. Um, and so they apparently had issues, because I was like, the number of police and that are zooming around the streets, like, I guess they had gotten like a lot of weird calls. I'm not sure where the calls were fielded to, or like where they went, but a lot of weird calls, people wanting to get through the barrier to wherever these people may have been meeting at or staying at. I don't know. I was like, wow. And I was like, if I had gone out of town any weekend, I would have chosen this weekend with that going on. But I think they're here through tomorrow. I mean, they could be gone already. I don't know. But I'll have to look it up. I thought that was strange. And then the other thing that happened, first of all, y'all see my scarf has, you could probably tell, it's tinted red. It wasn't like this, but that's from that crazy hair color stained it. So, and it's been washed. It'll never be the same. So now I'm just going to use it for this kind of stuff. Um, some time ago, I did a video, a get ready with me, with this scarf on. So you guys will have to go back and check it out, because it was cute. Um, But then the other thing is my hours are going to change again, y'all. So apparently, not immediately, but probably. I haven't, I promise y'all, I have not yawned since this morning. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. But yeah, so my hours are going to change and I'm going back to a real third shift. Because right now my shift is kind of like a split shift. It's kind of second shift, but goes into third shift. But yeah, I'm going to be on a real third shift going in later at night, actually at night, where, now I go to work, sun's out or it's light outside, and there are several hours where it's still light, but when this change happens, um, it'll be dark outside. So, yeah, and the only good thing is that it's during hours, y'all know I'm a night owl, so it's during hours where I'm very much awake anyway. So even at the time that I get off in the morning, I I'll I'm up at that hour anyway. So it's no big deal for me, but so yeah, gonna be having a switch in the hours. There's another plus to that I will definitely be off. I'm gonna be on the actual third shift schedule, which is Sunday through Thursday. So that is excellent to just know I'm gonna be off Friday and Saturday. But so yeah, got things going on. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull myself together, y'all. This is, how people have been, like, I'm telling you, this NATO thing has people so unnerved. I've been reading, because if you have ring, if you're connected to your neighbors, you'll get stuff going on in the community. And there are so many people unnerved by the fact that where it's closed off downtown to the public, it's open to NATO, but there's a fireworks. They've been having fireworks every night, a huge display. So, like, when I heard it the first night that they did it, I was at work. Friday night was the first night they did it, and I was at work, and it was close to time for me to get off. I think I had a couple of hours left, and over all the noise in there, I was hearing these loud booms, and I'm like, oh my lord, like what is going on? um, I looked at my phone, and someone had posted in the Ring community that it's fireworks. They're working the event that they're having for NATO downtown, and he's part of that, helping out with that. So there's someone who just posted that I've been hearing so many loud, frightening noises, and I'm scared so much. Anyone help? It was at 10:30, and the response was probably the fireworks because tomorrow is the holiday. And plus, like I said, they did have fireworks Friday and Saturday for, I'm assuming, our guests. So yeah. But okay, let's get this party started. is the final look. I think it is adorable. You kind of got to watch the girls so that they don't, you know. But anyway, these denim jeans are so cute. I've had them for a while, but they had gotten a little bit too tight to even get up my hips. And so I've dropped a couple pounds and I can finally zip them again. With this little bag, just enough to put like my cards in and store my keys in. I think it's adorable. And I could wear my, like I said, my silver Birkenstocks with this, and it would just be so cute. So yeah, I'm probably gonna play some music for the rest of the video. And I know you guys are wondering, like, what have you done with your hair now? But so yeah, I did my hair last week. I did my hair last week. I think actually after my last video, I did my hair, and just because I'm like, you know what, I need to just leave it alone for a second, give it a rest. And I wanted something that looked nice and ethnic, and just to give my hair a break, because I'm like, at this point, I'm gonna wake up and my hair is gonna be gone. It's gonna be gone. So I just kind of want to give it a rest, get it healthier, um, and just stop messing with it. Because my first thought after that last video, I was like, I need to do another different hair color, and I had to talk myself out of it because I was like, oh my gosh, I want to kill my hair. So yeah, you guys, go ahead and enjoy the rest of the video. I'm gonna play a little music, and I will see you next time.